Welcome to our school YouTube channel. Today we are going to be looking at a very interesting topic. It is simple if you know what you are doing, but difficult if you do not know the rules guiding it. The topic we are talking about here is collocation. Now let's begin. Some foods go with each other. That is, if you see one, you will see the other. Example include amala and ewedu in Yoruba land. In Auchi in Edo State, you have groundnut soup and akpu. Do you get that? These foods are said to collocate or go with each other. Hope you understand. In English, collocation has to do with words that go together, such that if one is not present, the sentence becomes incorrect. Since we now know rice and stew collocate, groundnut soup and akpu collocate, amala and ewedu collocate, now we are going to look at words in English that collocate, so you don't miss them in your next exam. So some example or rules are: number 1, hardly had must go with when. Hardly had Nigeria scored than Cote d'Ivoire equalized. This sentence is wrong. It is wrong because hardly had does not collocate with than. So the correct sentence is hardly had Nigeria scored when Cote d'Ivoire equalized. This is because hardly had goes with when and not than. Example 2. Scarcely had must go with when. Example: scarcely had Ssce scored dash the visiting team equalized. Option A, than. Option B, when. What is your answer? The correct answer is option B, which is when. So we have scarcely had Ssce scored when the visiting team equalized to be correct. Do you get that? Now rule 3. Barely had also go with when. Barely had he drank the coffee when his wife called. Exactly. Rule 4. So collocate with that. I was so hungry that I drank garri. Note: I was so hungry then I drank garri is wrong because so does not go with then. Let's look at a past question. He passed so well that he was awarded a scholarship. He passed so well that he was awarded a scholarship. Which of these options are correct? Is it then, so, when, or that? From our rule, so collocate with that. So our answer is option D, which is that. Do you get that? Ikponwosa. Yes, you Ikponwosa, I'm talking to you. Whenever you see prefer, the next thing you should be looking for is to. This is because prefer collocates with to. Example: Amond prefers bread to fried rice. This sentence is correct. Also, you must know that under no circumstance should you use prefer and than together. Exactly. That is, prefer do not collocate with than. Example: I prefer rice than beans is wrong. Do you get that? Rule 6. No sooner had must go with than. No sooner had Tinubu entered than he removed subsidy. No sooner had Tinubu entered that he removed subsidy is wrong. Do you get? This is because no sooner had does not go with that. Instead, it goes with than. Exactly. So let's quickly recap. We said hardly had goes with when. Scarcely had goes with when. Barely had goes with when. So goes with that. Prefer goes with to. And no sooner had goes with what? Than. Exactly. Now let us continue. Rule 7. My friend, whenever you use although or though as the case may be, ensure you use either a comma or yet. If you use although and you use a comma, it is very acceptable. If you choose to use although with yet, it is very correct too. Meanwhile, on no account should you use although and than together. Exactly. Now let's take an example. Although he prefers striking, yet he played defense. This sentence is very correct from our rule. So what we have said so far is that yet or comma can go with although, but you must not use the comma and yet together in the same sentence. Do you get that? Alright. Number 8. Pronoun must go with to, and you must use them only in a negative situation. Example, the footballer is prone to injuries. Exactly. You can't say Ikponwosa is prone to success. This is because success is something positive, and we said prone to must go with something negative. Exactly. So rule 9, you learn something by heart. Example, Osamagbe learnt the poem by heart. Rule 10, you quote something offhand. Example, Adira quoted the national anthem offhand. Exactly. Now rule 11, whenever you use not only, make sure you use but also alongside. Example, Nosa is not only smart but hardworking. This sentence is wrong because it has only but instead of but also. So the correct sentence is Nosa is not only smart but also hardworking. Exactly. Whenever you see no option, no alternative, or no choice, make sure you use but. Example, Peter had no choice dash to accept the admission. Now, which of these options is correct? Is it than, but, when, or that? From our rule, but is the correct answer here. Rule 13. Whenever you see either, the next thing to look out for is or. Example, either Jane or Joe is lying. This means that one of them is lying. Rule 14. Whenever you see neither, the next thing you should find is nor. Example, neither Chelsea nor Man United are serious title contenders. This means none of them are serious title contenders. Hope you understand. Now, rule 15. Flair collocates with for. Example, Neymar has a flair for dribbling. What this means is that you cannot say flare on, flare in, flare at, or flare off, as all of them are wrong. Do you get that? Now, rule 16. Note that you are allergic to something. Example, Sophia is allergic to garlic, not allergic of, allergic at, or allergic on. Do you get? Now, rule 17. Whenever you use reason to mean why, always use that alongside. Example, the reason he snubbed the man was that he felt insulted. Do you get that? Rule 18. Sympathize goes with. That is, you sympathize with someone or a group of people. Example, Adamu sympathized with the Adigus on the death of their grandmother. Do you get that? Now, rule 19. Sympathetic goes with to. Example, the dean is sympathetic to the plight of the protesting students. Rule 20. You have sympathy for something or someone. Example, the priest has sympathy for the widows. Hope you understand this. Alright, now let's move forward. Rule 21 now. With regard goes with to. Example, with regard to your plea, I am not accepting her apology, and that is final. Do you understand this? Now, rule 22. Whenever you use as regards, the regard must have an S attached to it, unlike when you use with regard. Example, as regards the match, I don't think Messi is fit to play. Note, as regards here mean concerning, so we can say concerning the match, I don't think Messi is fit to play. Do you get that? Now, rule 23. To collocate with to and a verb. Do you get? So, example now, confidence is too innocent to tell a lie. In this sentence, we have to and a verb, which is tell. So we can say this sentence is correct. Do you get? Whenever you use to and for, the next thing you must have is a noun. These forms are rule 24. Example, the man is too enthusiastic for a ride. A ride in this sentence is the noun. Hope you understand this. Now, rule 25. Whenever you use if, be ready to use then or a comma. Example, if you are serious about the election, comma, you must be ready to use money. Exactly. The black arrow here is showing the comma in the sentence. Do you get this? Now let's proceed. You can also say, if you are serious about the election, then you must be ready to use money. This is also correct. Rule 26. Because goes with very. He went home because he was very tired. Exactly. Or collocate with that. Example, he did all that he was asked to do. This forms the last rule on collocation. Thank you for watching this video. Remember to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell for more interesting videos like this.